Baz, you've been great. The journey must go on. Hola amigos, Javier here for Hum of the Earth. Heading south from La Paz, which means going up to El Alto to get onto the highway. But La Paz, as you might have seen in a previous video, has an amazing cable car system. So let's see if they'll let me on. Oh yeah, baby. Going up. The staff operating the cable car system were super accommodating. Only cost me one extra ticket for a grand total of 6 Bolivianos, which is less than a US dollar. Definitely worth it. This would have been quite a climb up to the highway. La Paz is a great city. She will be missed. I think this is actually the best cable car to see just how massive the city is. Ginormous. Transfer wasn't quite as smooth, but we're still going. So now we're in La Paz's sister city, above La Paz, El Alto, at over 4,000 meters in elevation. We're in the clouds. That was the easiest 10 kilometers of climbing I've ever done with the bicycle. And just like that, I'm on the highway. A very dusty and polluted ride out of El Alto, but I made it out alive. Time to see what else Bolivia has to offer. More flats apparently. And freezing rain. Today's goal, Oruro, 130 kilometers away. Let's go. Another rainy day in Bolivia. And another flat. A lot of llamas. What did you do to the people who used to live here? Despite getting a flat yesterday, I was able to make it to my destination of Oruro, which was 130 kilometers away, but that I wanted to get to so I could have internet and call my sister. So since this is the last city I'll be visiting in Bolivia, I'm going to try to make a few purchases here. So I've acquired brake pads, an inner tube, socks, now the hard part, some water bottles. Here's something. Guess the game's canceled. So, another long day planned, another challenging distance. 120 kilometers to Chayapata or something like that. With a high probability of freezing rain, but I'm kind of getting used to it. Good day. No flats and no rain. Chayapata. So lately I've been feeling a bit of a time crunch for reasons that will reveal themselves later. So the original plan was to head directly to Uyuni from La Paz, which was kind of like the shortest way out of the country. But I felt like I was just starting to scratch the surface on Bolivia. I wanted to see more. And yesterday when I was riding, someone asked me if I was going to Potosi. In my mind, all the other major cities of Bolivia were kind of far out of the way. But then I looked on the map, and Potosi would only really add 2 or 3 days of riding to my time in Bolivia, which I could afford. So last night I started looking into going to Potosi, and the city definitely seems interesting. Maybe one of the most historically significant cities in South America, actually. All right, I want to go to Potosi. And then I started looking into the route there. And on Google Maps, well, I looked and it seems pretty desolate. Search for hotels, there's nothing. Go on Maps Me, no hotels either on there. Go on iOverlander, only see a few camping spots. And I noticed that the elevation to where I would get today would be like over 4,000 meters, maybe even like over 4,200 meters, which I'm not really equipped for. So I go into town this morning and I go back to the friendly shopkeeper that I was talking to yesterday, and he tells me there is a town that has a hospitality of some sort or something that's about halfway. So heading to Potosi. So it just occurred to me why I always see llama and other adjacent animals at these high altitudes. And I think it's because it's cold up here, so they'll naturally grow more and thicker fur, which can then be turned into sweaters and other tourist tchotchkes. Definitely over 4,000 meters now. There's snow on the ground. Goodbye, town of Ventia de Ojugo. Not my favorite town that I've visited. Definitely not my favorite hospitality. No electrical outlets in the room, at least. No shower. And the bed was really hard. Did sleep some. But hopefully today will be better than last night. So today is 105 kilometers to Potosi, but I potentially could have made it yesterday to Potosi. 30 kilometers out from my destination, which was Ventia de Ojugo. It was raining, and a couple in truck pulled over and asked me if I want to ride. And I considered it, but despite the rain, I was really enjoying myself, and mentally I was ready to do that 30 kilometers. So I declined, and didn't regret it because the views were amazing towards the end. Best of the day. So hopefully the same will happen today. That's the road up there. Potosi. So I made it to Potosi last night. Went to the historical district. Found the cheapest hostel I could find, which is still a little bit pricey for Bolivia. But the upside is that I'm probably in the nicest part of the city. Where I can see the colonial architecture. That comes from a time when Potosi was the wealthiest city in South America. Thanks to the large deposits of silver found in the mountain that looms over the city. So I'll be exploring the city and its history and doing a full separate video that will be coming out after this one. No cable car this time. So I had a pretty good time in Potosi. Felt like that was an important puzzle piece to add in my mind of South America's history. And last night I was speaking with a girl from Uruguay, a girl from France, and a guy from Slovenia, and we were just chatting about some of our favorite places that we visited. And the guy was talking about northern Argentina. He was showing us pictures and all the different stuff that's in northern Argentina, including a salt flat, much like the one that I was going to see in Uyuni, which isn't even really that close to the town of Uyuni. So we would need a tour. So we're talking more about it, and I was asking him questions. He was showing me some awesome pictures and videos that he took. It looked amazing. So I slept on it. And this morning I decided that I'm going to Argentina. And not to Uyuni and then Chile. I will eventually go to Chile for the Chilean side of Patagonia, but via the northern side of Argentina. And I'm pretty psyched. There's still a few more days to experience Bolivia. Hola.
¿Qué es eso?
Hola. Gracias,
Mira
amigo.
eso, mira eso. ¿Qué pasa hoy?
So I've made it to the town of VTC. There's a hostel here, but no one seems to be home. And I see a phone number, but I'm not able to phone. I don't have that ability on my phone, so I'll see if I can use someone else's phone maybe. There's another place in town. $25 Bolivianos with hot water. A steal. And just in time. Guess it rained quite a bit. Don't remember all these rocks being in the road. Must have got swept down from over there. And this river thing was bone dry when I came into town. Pretty crazy. Not running at 100%. Last night, I'm not sure why, but I was pretty feverish. Had trouble sleeping. This morning I was feeling a little bit better, but still the smart move would have probably been to take a day off, but I really didn't want to do that. Just the idea of just staying in my room with no internet and just, I don't know, I couldn't do it. So yeah, so I'm pushing it. Plan is to go to Conteguita or something like that, which is 80 kilometers away. Had a pretty late start and I'm not going to be going very fast, so let's see if I make it. weather is a nice change of pace from the cold and rainy center and northwest of Bolivia. Didn't think I'd see this here. Tonight's an all-you-can-sleep type of night. Yesterday was a toughie. Second half of the day kind of felt like I was dying, but persevered, made it to Cotagaita, got a lot of sleep, even though I was did wake up feverish at one point, but still a decent amount of sleep. I wouldn't say I'm 100%, but I'm good enough to keep it going. Two pizza. Home sweet home. This place kind of has a Western vibe. Maybe that's taking it a bit too far. Final day in Bolivia. Let's enjoy it. Yesterday was one of the rare days where I was not enjoying being out on the road. Partly because I'm still a little sick, and partly because of the kind of samey environment of the last few days. But I got some good sleep last night, and this change of environment has gotten me back on board. Weather and fresh air isn't hurting either. Where we'll be staying for the night. impromptu last chance in Bolivia shopping. Got some socks. 5 pairs for 10 Bolivianos, which is about $1.30. Just in general, there's a lot of cheap clothes and shoes and even electronics to buy here, so good chance to get everything you need before heading into Argentina. And even my hotel room was pretty well priced at 30 Bolivianos. Wi-Fi and hot water. So thinking back when I was arriving in Potosi, lately I had been, even when I had the chance of getting a hostel, I've been getting hotels just because it's easier to let my computer somewhere to process videos and upload them. Also because I hadn't been feeling the most social. But then when I started talking with that girl from France, that girl from Uruguay, and that guy from Slovenia, I was really enjoying myself. And on top of the enjoyment, I got the really useful information of northern Argentina and how awesome it is. So it goes to show that talking to people won't hurt you. So yeah, so today I'll be hopefully crossing the border and beginning my journey finally into Argentina. I say finally because in a lot of my videos I say bicycling from Canada to Argentina, and 16 and a half months later I'm here. So pretty momentous day, and I'm pretty excited for the landscapes and the things I've heard about that are coming up. But that's in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of long journey from La Paz to Argentina, seeing a lot of the different environments in Bolivia. Bolivia is nice, and like I mentioned, you never know when a country is this beautiful and this affordable. There's definitely chances that I might come back in the future, maybe even pop into to Paraguay, check out the Amazon. You never know. And yeah, so this is probably one of my longer videos, so I'd appreciate if you dropped a comment to let me know if you like the length of this video, or what do you normally like, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you're new to the channel, you enjoyed this video, I have some other videos of Bolivia, including the city tour and history of Potosi video, which will be coming up next after this one, and then it's Argentina. And you can also go to my channel page and check out my Bolivia playlist, where I have all the videos I've made of Bolivia, including the videos I did in La Paz, which I think are quite good and interesting. It's a pretty cool city, as well as bicycling to La Paz from Titicaca Lake, which was a really beautiful ride. And yeah, so like I mentioned, this was all part of my journey bicycling from Canada to Argentina. And if you'd like to see an interactive map of everywhere that I went and everything that I did, I have that available over on my website, followthehumoftheearth.com, where you can click on the different locations and see the blog posts and videos I've made of these places. And if you'd like to follow my continuing adventures, you can do so by subscribing to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red button below the video. And if you notice that I do not have 1,000 subscribers yet, I would really appreciate you subscribing, because once I reach 1,000, then my channel will be reviewed for monetization, which means I can maybe start making a little bit of money from the videos to keep this journey going as far as I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.